Hello, welcome to the MochaEmpress Oracle and Tarot channel. My name is Renee, and this video is a love reading for the beautiful sign of Taurus. Whether that is your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, make sure you check your placements. There is a link below to where you can do that if you don't know where any of your placements are in reference to your astrology, your astrological chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading, if you'd like to donate anything to the channel, whether that be a cash donation or whether that's something that you want to donate from my Amazon wish list, all that information is located in the information box below the video. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe, you'll get notifications as to when videos are posted. If you like the video, which I would greatly appreciate, that will notify YouTube. It will give YouTube the algorithms to bring more people and more viewers to my channel, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Okay, today we're going to use two different decks. We're going to use an Oracle deck and we're going to use a Tarot deck. The Oracle deck is called Whispers of Love, and that's by Angela Hartfield. And we may have to clarify the Oracle cards, and we'll use the Tarotorial deck if we have to do any kind of clarifications, okay? Okay, so I pre-shuffled before the video. I want to ask Spirit to use me as a vessel to give all of our Taurus a message of love. What is the message of love for Taurus? That's the message of love for Taurus. Message of love for Taurus. Message of love for Taurus. Okay, we have turn on your heart light. We have express love through gifts. And we have the heart of the matter. Okay. Okay. Turn on your heart light. It says reflect on a time when you experienced love. And what I'm going to do is I haven't read this card for anyone yet. I'm not familiar with it, so I'm going to read the guidebook. Okay, the guidebook says, and I'll hold it up as I read it. Excuse me. Thinking of loving moments will enable you to open your heart. Drawing on a memory of love reopens and heals your heart to receiving love. It is important to keep your heart light on and broadcast your love out into the world. Discover ways to convey extra love to each person in your life. The world is always reflecting your thoughts about yourself and those around you. If you think the world is a positive and loving place, that will be what you experience most of the time. Getting back to a place where you believed in love will bring back more love to you. A picturesque woman faces the future with a hand placed over her heart as she recalls a tender memory. The feathers adorning her hair are a message of love. It may be that someone or something is trying to reach out to you. Feathers may prompt you to understand that infinite people cherish you. Breathe into your heart and imagine its light is a beacon that calls to those you love. Okay, that was nice. I'm going to move this thing because this thing is choking me. Trying to clear the space. It's trying to kill me. It's funny when I'm doing a reading, whenever I'm doing a reading and I light sage nearby, it's like no matter where I move it in the room near my desk or where I'm doing the reading, the smoke always comes right at me. It's like, Okay. It's wanting me to choke through the reading, I guess. See, it's doing it again. Come on now. There we go. Maybe that'll... Nope, it's still coming at me. It's still coming at me. Okay. Yeah, I'll put it over here then. Let's see how it does over here. I'm sorry. It's being a distraction. Yep, it's coming at me. Okay. Anyway. Okay, we'll probably clarify that with some tarot cards in a minute. But basically what it's saying is when you, no matter how many breakups you've gone through, no matter how many relationships you've been in, there's been some moments in time where you have felt love for someone. And when you think back on those good memories, it makes you feel good. It makes you remember how what that felt like, and it makes you want to experience it again or experience something more, you know. So that's what turn on your heart light means. It means reflecting back on the time when you experienced love, because that makes you remember. It jogs your memory, and it makes you more I would say excited, or it makes you more anticipatory. You want to, I don't even know if that's a word. You want to anticipate, you look forward to experiencing that feeling again. Okay, express love through gifts. I really don't know if we have to clarify that one. We'll see. Express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. Now, when you're involved with someone, or you're showing interest in being with someone, whether you have a soulmate or you're working on getting a soulmate, there's just someone you're showing interest in, it's okay to express how you feel by giving them a small token, letting them know, I care about you. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. It doesn't have to be anything big and grand, because especially if it's something that you're just starting out, a relationship that's just beginning, that is new and fresh, big, giant, expensive gifts, that's a bit much. It looks like you're trying to buy their love. Whereas, if you just give them a little something, give them a little card, a Hallmark card, or buy them a gift card, or bring them like a little box of cupcakes or something for breakfast, or for Christmas, like give them a little gift, like nice pair of socks, or cufflinks, or earrings, or something small. It doesn't have to be anything that costs a lot of money. I would say anything under $20, I would put that in the category as a small token of love. Anything above $20 start getting pricey, and the item starts getting big, and it starts meaning something different. So now this one I've read in other readings. The heart of the matter, there is more going on than meets the eye. And if I'm not mistaken, this is like taking the attitude of just being chill. When you know something is going to happen, or there's things that are happening that are beyond your control, getting all loud and upset about it, it's not going to get you anywhere. The best thing you can do is just sit back and relax and just let it happen. Deal with it as it comes, whether it ends up being a positive thing or it ends up being a negative thing. I'll go ahead and read what it says in the guidebook, but I'm pretty sure that's what this meaning is. Card number 22. It says, and I'll hold it up as I read it. Take a moment to get to the genuine issue in this situation. The truth of what is going on lies at the very heart of the situation. Be honest and willing to do whatever necessary to take care of this. Whether you see your current scenario as positive or negative, it is happening for a reason. Awareness and understanding will help you see beyond your current circumstances. It may feel difficult at first, but with time, you may feel differently and understand why things unfolded as they did. Even if you are in emotional upheaval, there is an outcome that will bring love and blessings. So basically, if there's something going on, you have to accept it for what it is. The truth of what's going on with the situation. You can't sugarcoat it. You can't flip it and try to turn it into, dress it up as something else. It is what it is. Whether it's a positive thing or a negative thing, you have to accept the fact that it's happening for a reason. And then deal with it accordingly. You know? Yeah, you have to just accept it for what it is and try to understand why it happened. Why it happened the way it did. Okay? Okay, so I think we are going to clarify. Yeah, let's go ahead and clarify. Okay, I did not pre-shuffle these, so I usually try to wait until right when the energy is being read for the oracles. These cards aren't being very revealing to what it's talking about. Could be separate incidents, could be one. I don't know. Let me see. Clarify, turn on your heart light. Oh, okay, thank you. Gave me 3. All reversed. Okay, Page of Swords reversed. The 10 of Wands reversed. And the Hierophant reversed. Page of Swords reversed, it speaks of manipulation, deception. When somebody's hasty, they try to rush things. Haphazard action means they're just acting without thought. So matter of fact, not caring what the consequences are, they're just acting instead of thinking things through. The Page of Swords is saying that you're feeling a little shy, a little introverted. Like when you have to speak in public and you just get sick to your stomach and butterflies and nervous as hell. You're going to have to come out of that in order to be less introverted. Okay? You have to come out of that feeling of being shy and not wanting to be around other people and not wanting to be seen by other people. This also says that you should be wary about how you speak in front of other people, what you say in front of other people. It's not everybody's your friend. Not everybody supports you in what you're doing. So it's better to give less information about what it is that you're up to, your activities, your plans, because some people, they'll do whatever they can to sabotage you just because they're jealous, just because they don't like what you're doing. They're jealous of what you're doing. They want what you want. They want the opportunities that you're getting. So just be cautious. And be cautious about making empty promises. Don't tell people that you're going to do something for them and you know that you don't have the time or the ability or the means of providing them with anything or giving them anything or being able to fulfill that promise. So don't promise anything or say agree to do anything if you can't follow through. Because what that does is it tarnishes your reputation. It makes you look bad, and by word of mouth, people will put that out in the street that you can't be trusted. You always promise stuff and you never deliver. So you don't want that reputation to follow you around, especially if you're trying to build your empire. Okay? You're trying to build your business and, be a king and build your empire. That's Page of Swords in reverse. Ten of Wands in reverse. Someone's feeling burnt out. Someone's feeling overstressed. It's like they're taking on too much and they need to delegate responsibilities to help alleviate the stress off of them, to release stress from them. Say, for instance, like me, I live at home with because we're doing the pandemic, not doing the pandemic, but during the pandemic, my grown kids have been at home, but they've been helping out. So, somebody will wash dishes, somebody will take the trash out, they clean up after themselves, they take a bath, they clean up the bathroom after themselves, things of that nature. They do their own clothes. So I really don't have to do much of anything. They sometimes cook dinner too, so I don't always have to cook dinner, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So they pitch in. And that helps take the stress off of me, because all those years, them growing up, that's what I did. I would pick them up from work. After I got off work, I would pick them up from daycare. Or when they got older, I would just come home from work. As soon as I got home from work, whatever homework they were doing, they would finish the homework, wash the dishes, try to make sure the kitchen was clean so that when I got home, I just cook dinner and feed them, and they clean up, that type of thing. So, but this Ten of Wands in reverse is saying you're feeling the beginning stages of burnout, so you need to invest in your mental health. You need to figure out how can you delegate some of your tasks and your responsibilities to other people to help take more stress off of you. Ten of Wands, this may also be telling you this is a good time to start decluttering your personal space. It's winter in the northern hemisphere. Soon spring will be here. People do what they call spring cleaning. But I think now is a good time to start throwing things away that are broken, that can't be used. Donating clothes that you can't wear anymore to the Goodwill or Salvation Army. Donating furniture that you don't use. It's clutter, and what it does is it takes up space, and it doesn't allow the energy in the room to flow like it should. So plus it helps when you clear your space. It helps you think clearly. You have more clarity. It declutters your space. You seem more organized, and that helps with your thinking. The Hierophant in reverse means subversiveness, rebellion, rejection of values. It says when this energy appears, someone has lost control and they seek to be more flexible in their life. It could be someone that grew up in a with a very religious background. And now that they've got their freedom, they're, acting out or just living the life, just wild and free, because they didn't get to do that when they were when they were growing up. So now it's like they get, you've seen it, but wild. It's not conventional to what they grew up with. They're defying, quote unquote, social norms, questioning the traditions that they grew up with. So, okay, so how this is clarifying. Okay, these 3 cards are supposed to be clarifying, turn on the heart light. Maybe someone, because of their background and how they grew up, maybe in a strict household, they were afraid to speak up or act on anything. They were feeling introverted, and then maybe the burnout, of still trying to live that life even after they've become adults. They started burning out and feeling overstressed because they never got a chance to just experience the world, So now it's starting to weigh down on them. And they're starting to feel burnout. So I think what it's trying to say is, don't rebel and start being wild and out of control, but just focus on how you felt when you were being loved. Focus on love and how that makes you feel. Because you don't want to tarnish your reputation. You don't want people to look at you as something that's not good, something that's negative. Okay? I mean, not only do you don't want people to look at you that way, you don't want to feel that way about yourself. It's me, I don't care what people think about me. I really don't. But I do care about how I feel about myself. I do care about how my kids look at me. But anybody else, I don't care. So, yeah, you don't want to tarnish the image that your loved ones have of you. You don't want to do that. I mean, you want to be able to live your life the way you want to, but you don't want to do it haphazardly. You don't want to do things haphazardly to where anybody and everybody can see what you're doing, and word gets back, and then your family looking at you like, really? Are you doing that? You don't want them to be disappointed in you. You don't want to tarnish your reputation with them. And there's ways of de-stressing and letting loose, without getting buck wild and crazy. Okay? So just be careful of how you do that. Be careful of what you say and what you do. Don't lose control. Okay? Just remember love. What it felt like to be loved. Use meditation if you have to. Okay. Alright, let's clarify this. Express love through gifts. Express love through gifts. Express love through gifts. gifts. Okay, one more. One more face thread. Thank you. Okay, we have Knight of Pentacles, and we have Five of Cups in reverse. Okay, Knight of Pentacles is efficiency, responsibility, someone who's hardworking, who's productive. This is someone who is trustworthy, reliable. They have a daily routine. They get up, they take a shower, they get ready for work, they get dressed, they grab something to bite on the way out the door, they go to work on time. When they get to work, they work. They don't fool around, they don't play around, they don't stand around talking in the lunchroom, in the break room or anything like that. They work. They have a good reputation with their supervisor as a hard worker. And then when they leave work, they come straight home, take care of business at home or whatever, go to bed, get back up, do the same thing again. And on the weekends, they don't party hard. They take care of stuff around the house. They go take care of, do errands, run errands on the weekends, go to church on Sunday, and then Monday they right back at the job. This is someone that has a routine that they know what they're working for. They have a plan of action, and they're sticking to that plan. They're not letting anybody distract them. They're not letting their friends distract them. Hey man, come on, let's go to the club. Let's go to the club. Let's go to the strip club and blah blah blah. They're like, no man, that's okay. I'll catch up with you guys another time or whatever. And they just keep their nose to the grindstone. They know what they're working for. They know that their hard work is going to pay off if they just stick to it a little bit longer. Because they know they keep their head down and put the work in, they're going to reap the rewards. They know what the rewards look like. So that's why they're keeping at it. They're like, no, y'all ain't distracting me. I know what I'm working on. No, I'll see y'all later. They got a plan. So, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, Five of Cups reversed. That means someone is forgiving someone for something. They're moving on. They're leaving past hurts in the past. They're not dealing with that. They're healing. They've accepted that it happened, and they're forgiving whoever hurt them, and they're moving on. They're not holding on to the hurt. These are positive steps. This is a good card. So how these two clarify, express, because remember this, express love through gifts, through small gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. Remember I said that you don't need to buy a bunch of big gawky gifts to express how you feel. Just the little things they show great appreciation. They convey great appreciation. Now, have the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Cups in reverse. How it could clarify is wait a minute. Maybe in the past you've given your boyfriends or girlfriends very expensive gifts or given them money. But now you've pretty much learned your lesson. You've come to terms that that wasn't a good thing for you to do. Maybe some of them used you for that sole purpose because you were so giving, but now you've realized that it doesn't have to be a big extravagant gift. It can be something small and they'll still appreciate it. They'll appreciate it. So you've taken your new behavior and you're doing it with your new mate, a new love, this love that you're with now, or the love that's coming. This could be for someone that's currently single. Maybe past relationships, you've spent a lot of money on these people and they've never shown any appreciation for it. They've used you as much as they could to get as much money out of you as they could. And you held that against yourself. You beat yourself up for that for so long. But you need to release that. You need to let that go. Okay? You've learned your lesson. You need to just move on. Forgive them. Let that stuff go. Accept that maybe you shouldn't have given them gifts like that, and they shouldn't have accepted them and treated you the way that they did. So, there was errors on both sides, but lesson learned. So now you're moving on. And either the love that you have right now or the love that's coming, this person is more accepting and more down to earth, and they're not about trying to use people and get stuff and get things. They're not materialistic. Expressions of love, small tokens of love to them, small gifts are greatly appreciated. They look at it as a good, positive thing to get something small from you, to something small that expresses how you feel. Because I think this person is the Knight of Pentacles. This person is someone that they work hard and they appreciate. They know what it's like to be struggling, to struggle. So they don't act that way. That's not their thinking, to use people. Knight of Pentacles is Taurus energy. This could be you. This could be you. The story could be flipped. It could be you that's the hard worker, the person that's, working really hard and stuff, and your soulmate or the person that you're getting ready to become involved with, they're going to be giving you small tokens of love to show their appreciation, to show you how much they care about you. And that, if they were to give things to you, you would be greatly appreciated. You'd be like, thank you so much. It would mean a lot to you because you've been through that before. You've been used before. You know what it's like. Okay. Let's clarify the heart of the matter. Remember, the heart of the matter is the third card. Okay. Heart of the matter. Wait a minute. Let me read that one more time because it's like the meaning keeps slipping from my brain. 22. Okay, yeah, it's when a situation unfolds and you have to accept it for what it is. Whether it's positive or negative, you have to accept the fact that it happened for a reason. Clarify heart of the matter, please. 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 Whoop. Several different cards. Okay, let me pick from the top. Thank you. Okay, we got Four of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse. Four of Pentacles in reverse, it signifies greed, overspending, being stingy. This is saying that someone's been greedy and they've been doing nothing but spending their money excessively for stuff that they don't need, carelessly, wildly, as if they got a money tree somewhere. This is saying that you should get a hold of your finances. This could also mean that you have a difficult time trusting people. So you're being stingy with your emotions. So it doesn't necessarily have to be an overspending or greed or stinginess of money. It could be your emotions as well. Someone's not trusting people because they've been hurt. So now they're stingy about giving so much back in a relationship. Whereas the other person is feeling like they're doing all the work. And you're just sitting back, not really doing much of anything. You're not contributing to the relationship. You're holding back your emotions. It could be you, it could be someone else connected to you. Six of Wands in reverse is saying someone's got a big ego, excessive pride. Could be a fall from grace. Someone is feeling like they don't deserve things, something. Someone could be seeking validation and they're not getting it. So they're feeling egotistical about it. They're upset about it. And it could get to the point to where it makes you mouthy. This could start affecting people around you. They're looking at you like, they just want to punch you in the mouth. So you don't need validation from other people. You're your own validator. You validate your own self. You need to practice on working on yourself. You need to work on yourself more, to love yourself more, to appreciate yourself more, to be happy with yourself. Confidence. You need to work on your confidence, because then you won't need anyone to validate you. You won't feel the need to be validated by other people, or feel like you're worthy of everything, or that you deserve to be handed this and that. Your ego will not get in the way when you have confidence in yourself. Confident people, they're not egotistical. Confident people, they're confident. Some people say maybe a little bit cocky. Well, if you're really confident in yourself, then you're not all that cocky. You're not to the point to where you're being an asshole to everybody. I think cockiness is a form of egotism, which means you're lacking confidence. I think it's like they're trying to make themselves believe that they're this thing, that they're this confident in themselves and they're God's gift to women. But I think it's a form of egotism. It's not that much confidence. But for these to clarify the heart of the matter, I think someone is not feeling the love, or they went through something. Maybe their childhood has something to do with it, something in their childhood, where they have a difficult time trusting people, and so it makes them act stingy and egotistical. That's the heart of the matter. Someone's childhood, someone's young adulthood. There's more going on than what meets the eye with them. People just see them as this cocky person, this egotistical person, and it's because they lack confidence in themselves. It's because they don't know how to, it's like they've lost trust in people. Something happened to where they don't trust people anymore. And so they don't share themselves. They don't share their emotions with anyone. They don't show emotion towards anyone. They don't trust people because they don't want to get hurt. Something hurt them, and they're having that trauma. They're experiencing that trauma. They have not healed from it. That's what this looks like. Maybe they used to be shy. Maybe they grew up in that religious background I told you about, that Hierophant. Hierophant upright is religion, ethics, traditions. When it's in the reverse, it's saying that someone is rebelling against all that. Somebody is rejecting those values that they grew up with, that they felt were forced upon them, and they're rebelling against that. And so they just lose all control, and they just start acting wild and defying all the social norms and traditions and stuff. And it's like having all these sexual partners and having children out of wedlock, and drinking and smoking weed and doing drugs and living the lifestyle that was totally against what they grew up with in their religious background. Sleeping with people's spouses, just things like that. Things that go against what they were taught growing up. Because whoever this is grew up in a religious background. And so they started feeling, once they got away from all this, they didn't know anything different. And so it was starting to burn them out. They were wanting to taste, get a taste of the world and everything, but maybe they were already married with children. I don't know. It doesn't say. But they started burning out from all of this, trying to live this life, and they realized that they need to stop stressing out about it. They didn't want to do things. They wanted to live their life, but they didn't want to do things anymore that hurt their family. So they would try to remember and reflect on things that made them feel loved, so that they would stop acting, this buck wild person, like a little wild animal that was let out of a cage. That's what they were acting like. When they got away from this religious, when they grew up, they reached a certain age, they was out. They was like, okay, I'm out. I'm gone. I'm not living like this anymore. I'm 18. I can do what I want. So on and so forth. So they got out there, but it was just starting to take a toll on them, living this wild and crazy lifestyle. And they realized, I can't do this anymore. And so they started decluttering their life. Started taking care of themselves because they were starting to burn out. And they realized that their actions were not making them look good for their family. Excuse me. It's dry throat. They turned their heart light on. Turn on your heart light. Let it shine wherever you go. What was his name? I can't remember his name. But that song is from that movie E.T. the Extraterrestrial. But that guy sung that song. That was the theme song for that song. For that movie. Gosh, what was that dude's name? He made all kind of music back in the day. Anyway, that's what made me think of that song, is Turn On Your Heart Light. But turning on your heart light, it made you feel better. It made you realize, okay, there's more to life than this. There is love out there for me. I just need to, stop acting like wild and crazy like this and, live life the way I want to, but at a more calmer, toned down speed. But I think they found love. You found love. And learned how to heal yourself, forgive yourself, move on from all the stuff that you were doing, from any people that harmed you or hurt you, and now you're expressing yourself, your love with this person, but you're being a little bit greedy with it. Excuse me. I don't know where that came from. You're being a little bit greedy with it because you're starting to doubt yourself. You're feeling a bit like, I don't know if this is going to work out or not. So, you're being a little bit stingy with your love, with your emotions. And I think it's going to work itself out because you're going to have to come to the conclusion, to the realization that there's some things that you just can't control how you grew up. You grew up that way. But now that you know what happened, now that you've done some of the things that you've done, you need to accept the fact that they happened for a reason. And that the universe has put this person this King of Pentacles in your life for a reason. And you have to accept it. If this person is treating you well, is treating you good, and it's a good match, and you love this person, and you want to be with this person, then you're going to have to accept the fact that, okay, that was my past. That's over. Now, this is what I'm dealing with, and I need to figure out how to move on and fix this. So you need to stop being greedy with your emotions, stop being stingy with your emotions, and let this person know how you feel. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Because this person, they're a hard worker. They know what it is that they want. They got a plan of action. They're responsible, hardworking. So whatever happened to you before, you need to put it down and let it go. Just walk away from it. You need to take steps, positive steps forward so that your spirit can heal. Okay? Okay, that's the message that I'm getting, Taurus. Just allow yourself to heal. But in the meantime, if this is someone that you want to be with, or if you're single and you have yet to meet this person, now is good a time as any is to start healing, working on yourself, working to heal yourself. If that requires contacting a professional mental health agency, a mental health professional, then so be it. That's what I would do if I were you. It doesn't hurt to talk to somebody that's not. It's easier, and I feel it's better to talk to someone that is not related to you, someone that does not know you, a third party that has no knowledge of your life. Because you go and talk with them, they've been trained to speak with us and to figure out what it is that we may need, to give us pointers, to give us tips, advice, recommendations as to what we can possibly do to help us get over certain issues, to get past certain problems in our lives. So yeah, I recommend seeking a mental health consultant, someone to counsel with, a counselor. Because that's not admitting defeat. It's not admitting that you're crazy. It's not admitting that there's something wrong with you. It's you're seeking professional assistance in dealing with issues. Okay, because not everybody knows how to do that. We're not raised to deal with issues. We're just raised the way we are. We're raised to live life. We're not raised to figure out what's wrong with us mentally, what's wrong with us physically. That's what mental health professionals are for. That's what doctors are for. To figure out if there's something going on with us that we need help with. But it's up to us to reach out and ask for that assistance. So if there's something going on with you, then by all means, please reach out to someone professionally. But yeah, whatever you grew up in, you grew up in. I mean, there's no denying that. There's no getting over that. I mean, getting past it. Or not, sorry, wrong words. There's no forgetting it. You can't go back and erase it. It's happened. So now you have to deal with the results of it. If you're finding that hard, then yeah, I would seek a professional. But yeah, I think your first steps are accepting that it happened, that it's affecting relationships, that you want to blossom, because everybody wants to be happy. Everybody wants the happily ever after. Everybody wants a soulmate to grow old with and to have a family with. So do whatever you can to get that, to reach that, to find that, and to hold on to it. Okay? All right, Taurus, I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in today. Okay? I'll see you next time. I'll see you soon. Okay? Love you. Peace, love, and light. Bye.